Imagine being just 5 years old, ripped away from childhood and thrust into a life of unimaginable hardship. Chained to a loom, working 14 hours a day, beaten for even daring to dream of freedom. This was Iqbal Masih's reality, until he decided to rise against the system that enslaved him. His story is not just about suffering, it's about extraordinary courage that ignited a global movement and left a legacy that still inspires today. Iqbal Masih's life is a tragic yet inspiring tale of resilience and a relentless fight against the oppressive system of child labor. Born on January 1st, 1983, in a small village near Lahore, Pakistan, Iqbal was the youngest in a poor Christian family. His father, Saif Masih, abandoned the family early on, leaving Iqbal's mother, Inayat Bibi, to work as a house cleaner to support her children. Their dire financial circumstances eventually led to a decision that would seal Iqbal's fate and change his life forever. At the tender age of 5, Iqbal became a bonded laborer in a carpet factory after his mother took out a loan of 600 rupees, approximately $6, to fund an operation. The loan came with hidden terms, as was the practice of peshki, an illegal system of debt bondage, where the borrower's children were collateral. This practice, though technically outlawed, was deeply embedded in Pakistan's labor economy, especially in rural areas where education and legal awareness were scarce. For Iqbal, this meant being chained to a loom, forced to work up to 14 hours a day under inhumane conditions. The conditions in the factory were unbearable. Paid a meager 1 rupee per day, Iqbal and other children were subjected to extreme physical and psychological abuse. The factory owners employed harsh tactics to keep their workers in line, such as beatings for refusal to work or attempting to escape. Malnourishment and mistreatment took a severe toll on Iqbal's health, stunting his growth and leaving him with the height and weight of a 6-year-old at the age of 12. His story was not unique. Thousands of children shared the same fate in an industry built on exploitation. The carpet industry in Pakistan was notorious for exploiting bonded laborers, particularly children, many of whom came from marginalized communities, including Christians like Iqbal. These children were trapped in a vicious cycle of poverty and illiteracy, ensuring they could neither escape their conditions nor challenge the illegal debts imposed on them. Iqbal's story is a testament to the systematic issues that perpetuated this exploitation, where even law enforcement and local authorities often colluded with factory owners, turning a blind eye to the injustices. For years, Iqbal endured this life, but his spirit remained unbroken. At the age of 10, Iqbal learned through whispers among workers that bonded labor had been declared illegal by the Supreme Court of Pakistan. This revelation was a turning point for him. Armed with newfound hope, he made his first daring escape, only to face betrayal by the very system meant to protect him. The police, complicit in the corruption, returned Iqbal to his employer in exchange for a finder's fee. Iqbal's second escape, however, led him to the Bonded Labor Liberation Front, or the BLLF, a beacon of hope for enslaved workers. At the BLLF, Iqbal's potential shone brightly. He completed 4 years of education in just 2 years, demonstrating exceptional intellect and an unyielding determination to fight for justice. This was where his journey as an activist truly began. Iqbal's activism soon took center stage. He became a voice for thousands of enslaved children, traveling across Pakistan and the world to expose the horrors of child labor. His speeches, delivered with passion and clarity, resonated deeply with audiences. Iqbal didn't just recount his own suffering. He painted a broader picture of the systematic exploitation, urging governments, organizations, and individuals to take action. In 1994, Iqbal received the prestigious Reebok Human Rights Award in Boston. In his acceptance speech, he recounted his journey from slavery to freedom, likening the efforts of the BLLF to the work of Abraham Lincoln in abolishing slavery. His dream was to become a lawyer, a profession he saw as a powerful tool to continue his fight against injustice. Despite his accomplishments, Iqbal's activism made him a target. The carpet industry, which relied heavily on cheap, bonded labor, viewed him as a threat. Iqbal's public defiance and growing international recognition posed significant risks to their operations. On April 16, 1995, at the tender age of 12, Iqbal was assassinated while riding his bicycle in his hometown. His death was widely attributed to the carpet mafia, a term used to describe the network of factory owners who sought to silence him. While his mother did not believe in the conspiracy, the BLLF reported that Iqbal had received death threats leading up to his murder. His death sent shockwaves across Pakistan and the world. His funeral was attended by hundreds, and protests erupted nationwide, with thousands of children taking to the streets to demand an end to bonded labor. Iqbal's legacy has endured far beyond his years. His story inspired the creation of organizations such as We Charity, the Iqbal Masih Shaheed Children Foundation, and Good Weave International, all of which continue the fight against child labor on a global scale. His life has been immortalized in books, films, and international awards, including the World's Children's Prize for the Rights of the Child in 2000. In 2022, the Pakistani government posthumously awarded Iqbal the Tamgha-e-Shujaat, recognizing his bravery and sacrifices. His legacy serves as a reminder that even the youngest voices can shake the foundations of deeply entrenched systems of oppression. Iqbal Masih's life remains a powerful symbol of resistance against injustice and the enduring fight for equality. His courage gave voice to the voiceless and brought international attention to the plight of bonded laborers. Today, his story continues to inspire movements around the world, reminding us of the profound impact one determined individual can have in the face of overwhelming adversity.